Hey, welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a creepy graveyard, from a haunted chick like me with really, really cute dogs. Dogs are on the couch. I came by to say hi, see how everybody's doing before I go night-night. See if anybody needed any help with anything or needed a reading. Might not be here very long. Just see how it goes. So everything you need to know is in the pinned comment and in the description. If you just found us and we're not live, skip to the end for the free collective message. Always try to do a free collective message for anyone and everyone who maybe came by, got a reading, didn't get a reading. So it's $1 per minute for a reading. So if you have $1, you get 1 minute. You can get an 11/11 love reading, which it's not a general reading, but it's still a mini micro roadmap to your heart's desire. Tonight's special is the $5 Tacobox and the free yes, no question. So I can help you with love, money, career, protection, twin flame, soulmate journey. I do not do winds, pregnancy, health. I do not do school examinations or interview success questions. I'm sorry, I just have no talent there. And even if I did, I would probably share it with you if I did. Yep, so I'm just here painting my nails. We'll see who shows up. I figured I'd take a break from all my other projects. See who's on YouTube this time of night. I mean, I know I wouldn't be on YouTube tonight if I didn't have to be. But I figured I had some time and I would come by and hang out with you guys instead of something else. All I've been doing all day is working. I really should go to bed, but that's not going to happen. Found some nail polish that I seem to not be allergic to, so I'm having a lot of fun with that. I've been doing a lot of getting ready for the holidays. I have no idea where I'm going or what I'm doing. I just know that I'm going to be ready for them. Not sure if I'll be around this weekend, but hopefully I can get everybody covered with tarot card readings in case I'm not around this weekend. Hey JD, how have you been? Hope life has been treating you kind. Tired, yeah. Tired Tuesday. Tired Tuesday. That's what I call it. So I've been calling it all day. I wish it was Friday. You know, because Friday I'm in love. Oh my God. There have been a lot of cool nights here recently. I think winter is coming. Hey, Metal Rain, how have you been? Okay, let me see if I can understand your question correctly. I want to know if the Capricorn calls me. He wants to cut if the bullshit and work on fixing the relationship. Okay, honey. I think that's exactly what he would want to do. Especially if that's something that you want him to do, them to do. You know, what do you want the next scene to be? What does it look like? What does it feel like? Have you been there yet in that scene? What does it look like, you guys fixing it? Fixing the relationship? What is it that would fix the relationship in your thoughts and feelings? You know, what is that? Do they know? Have you shared this with them? How do you know he doesn't want it? Of course you're open, dear. Because if you think he wants it, he wants it. Remember, what loves you back. What you desire, it desires you too. I think we feel our desires and our emotions differently, but they can also be one and the same, just maybe differently. Like, I'm a bleeding heart liberal. It doesn't mean that I'm going to, be judgmental if you're not. You know, you're not going to stop being somebody I like just because of your point of view on things that don't matter in regards to anything other than the heart and your well-being and your balance and, your general happiness in life. Anything kind of outside of that spectrum that might give us like ideas of who we might be or maybe or not. I kind of try to stay away from that stuff. So at the same time, because we desire and it's not something we can just get rid of. It's not something we can just let go of. It's, an innate flow of chi energy that we create. You're in a constant flow of creating. You're in a constant flow of manifesting. So what do you want the next scene to be? What does fixing it look like to you? What does this person reaching out to you telling you that they love you? But go ahead and make your donation and put your questions in the chat. I think I understand what you're saying about the Capricorn wanting to call you. Does he want to cut the bullshit and work on fixing the relationship? Yeah. Sure. And we can get into what Spirit says. But remember, at the end of the day, I'm not going to lie to you. You can be and do whatever you want. And even though we can't change people, we can still create a space. Okay, you donated? All right, great. One second. I'll be right back. It won't take long. Okay, sorry about that, JD. Did you put your questions in the PayPal? Or did you use Cash App, dear? Let's see it here. Yeah, what are your questions? So I know you want to cover the fixing it. Okay. So, let's see. Yes, I want it too. So how does that feel, knowing that because you desire this person to want it too? Like, how does that feel to you? Does that feel natural? Is that something that is out of your spectrum to take some time and take some time to think about how you feel about that? Spirit, does a Capricorn want to cut the BS and work on fixing the relationship with JD? Do they want that? Is that something that they desire? It's something that I believe that JD desires. But I feel like JD's looking for some clarification through you, Spirit, on this. Some guidance on that. I can tell you all day long that, you can and do whatever you want. But at the end of the day, you have to understand you're this high priestess, and you have to believe it too. You have to want it to understand it. Understand how you maybe you need to take some time of how you resonate with this card, the High Priestess. I feel like Spirit saying in this card, this is once again a clarification that you are the magic wand. Spirit has your back. What do you want the next scene to be? So, and yes, this person does want to hear you out in regards to your connection and working on fixing that. But what, you have to ask yourself, what does that look like? That person might not know what that looks like. They might not know what that looks like. They might not know, They might need you to tell them what that looks like. I had a client here yesterday who was saying that their partner, who they've had kids with and everything and life with or whatever the last 20 years or so, I guess they want to get back together, but she's telling them like, oh, you know what you need to do, to make it work. But he really has no clue. Like, the client has no clue what she's talking about. So I told him, to ask. The Capricorn is somebody you're going to have to go direct face to face with. This is probably not a person who's like, yeah, let me text her and get emotional. I promise. But once they're face to face with you, it's probably a little bit more comfortable for them. So you got to ask yourself, how do you feel about them wanting to fix it yourself? What is your inner compass telling you? If you keep following that inner compass, it's going to guide you right to where you want to be to find out these answers directly from them. Your inner compass is always going to be something that's there to protect you as well. So trust it. But yes, the High Priestess is stating that this is something that you can definitely expect. If this is what the next scene likes, what phone are you using? Write down to what phone are you using, when you talk. Is it the landline? Is it the cell phone? Is it face-to-face when you talk? Do you run into each other? Or is it random texting with no emotions behind the words? It's just dry texting. What does it look like? What would they say to you? What would they say to you, JD? What would you say to them? Would you say, hey, what would it take to fix this and make it work? That's how things start. They start with a plan. People have to make a plan. Even if they don't know where they're going, you're on the same page and it feels right. Spirit, what does JD need to know about their love life at this time? The Sun card. Happiness, strength. It's like you're finding that courage over the summer to say what you need to say, do the things you'd like to do. I don't see it going too much out of your comfort zone, and Spirit saying don't go too much out of your comfort zone with the Strength and the Hierophant. Don't do anything that triggers you. You were sent here to have fun with this. You were sent here to have fun in this life. And it doesn't have to be difficult with your connection with this person. It doesn't. So the more that you are looking at what makes you happy about it and serving that instead of looking back at what doesn't, that will serve you in this connection. If you don't believe that Capricorn wants to call you right now, even though the cards have clarified it for you, then it might not happen today. Maybe tomorrow will be real and you'll see it. Maybe tomorrow will be more real for you and you'll see it. So I want to know, if the Capricorn calls me, does he want to cut the bullshit and work on fixing the relationship? So now you want to tell yourself, the Capricorn calls me, right? And wants to cut the bullshit and work on the relationship. That's your new affirmation. Capricorn wants to call, wants to communicate, and work on fixing whatever needs department of your love life. Okay, but you guys will have to communicate on what that is. What does that look like to you, JD? So does it look like, one day a week you get together and you talk about fixing it? Does it look like you guys get together for a few minutes and talk about what fixing it looks like? Does fixing it include not bringing up the old love story and starting a new one? Or is there still some things about the old love story that trigger you, that aggravate you, their actions, their motives, maybe the things they said? Maybe these are things y'all need to talk about. These are all things that, come from even the high priestess. You're supposed to, you got to stay on that pedestal. There's no him deciding. Yeah, well, he has a will in his reality. While Capricorn has a will in their reality. Still, you are the alpha and the omega in this Fool card, the beginning and the end of this love story. So do they still make you feel yummy? Do they still make you feel adventurous? Do they still make you feel like something special? What in your thoughts in the triangle of your third eye are you picking up from this energy of this person that's Capricorn? What is it that you're telling yourself about them and you and the situation and the love story and the adventure, and or your love story with or without them? What are you telling yourself? Because you are the alpha and the omega of it. Okay, you can move a mountain with a cup of water. But just because I believe it doesn't mean that maybe you will. Even though whether you believe it or not, I will believe it. That you can do that, JD. Oh, there was really no video from yesterday. If you guys get readings, you'll just have to screen record them because I have the right to choose my privacy. I sat here yesterday, I think we did talk, but I'll always leave a paid reading live up. So if you guys want to get paid readings and you want to keep your readings online, pay for them. But when there's just free readings and people aren't really paying, and I've spent a lot of time and effort on a live, being patient and kind and giving a lot of information out, I eventually just started putting them on private because there's really no point in keeping them public when no one's purchased a reading. So anyways, JD, back to your love story. Let's see how they're feeling and thinking about you right now in this Love Tarot deck. But if there's a certain part that you want, Iman, you can always email me, and I'd be more than happy to screen record it for you and take that part out for you and send it to you back in an email, okay? So there's always that there too, even if it's a free. Okay, so your person, I feel like your person sometimes feels like wondering if you were the one in this Wheel of Fortune. They know that life is short. They want to find the ones they want to spend the rest of their life with. They want to get things in order for that life. I'm not so sure that they're as much of a player in this Emperor card as maybe they might have been at once in that Fool card. And I say Fool because, once again, you guys reflect one another. Remember what you're thinking and feeling, and they're thinking, feeling. You're going to pick it up even if y'all don't know where it's coming from. But yet you do know it's coming from. You're not idiots. You're smart. They're smart. And you know it. Oh, you're so welcome, Iman. So just remember that anytime that there might have been something that was important to you, never feel afraid to ask. Okay. And I'll just screen record it and send it right over. See, look, I mean, JD, look at where you are right now with what you just said. Just be honest so I can prepare myself so there's no more disappointment. What are you so disappointed in? There's nothing to be disappointed in. I can only give you what Spirit gives me to give you. Are you calling me a liar? That really hurts my feelings. I think we're all done with this reading, lady. I'm giving you 120% of my best. Your last card is the Lovers. Maybe you need to have more loving actions, thoughts, and feelings. Stop making accusations that everything has to be so disappointing. I'm being incredible with you in your reading today. But I think your 10 minutes is up. I'm sorry. I just want you to know that you have and can and be and do whatever you want, JD. And I'm sorry if this reading is a disappointment. That's not where we're going with this. Okay, so am I being honest? Yeah, I'm being honest. Okay, it's literally in your hands what you choose to do with this love story with this Capricorn. Do you want to continue the shit story of you got to prepare yourself all the time for a disappointment? Because that's what you're doing. You're doing it with everything, obviously. It's not just in this department with Mr. Capricorn. Maybe you're doing it somewhere with some other things as well. Like just saying that about yourself. Like there's, just so I can prepare myself so that there's no more disappointment. So it tells me right there you're expecting disappointment. But why? Why are you putting yourself through that? Why are you setting yourself up for disappointment like that? When you are so much more powerful than that. Your thoughts and feelings, you are not that disappointment. You are not whatever that person thinks you are. You are probably not even, what happened in the past with Capricorn is not who you are right now. Just be in this moment for a minute instead of having to prepare yourself for disappointment in the not too distant future. See, I think this is great that there's tarot cards involved here, but I think a little bit more tweaking of a strict mental diet and talking to you a little bit more about this disappointment that you're setting yourself up for. Let go of the idea of disappointment and let go of the idea that this person has any control over your reality. He always does this to you because this is what you expect. You have got to think outside of the box of what you are expecting and expect, and be excited about what is it that is good that's coming your way that you don't even realize it in that Lovers card. The Lovers card is not just about sex, and this is the energy behind your whole reading. It's not just about a serious committed relationship. I mean, even if you're not having a serious committed relationship or a commitment ceremony, or even marriage, start having sex with someone, you start building a foundation of love and trust with someone. I mean, you still have the right to ask for monogamy, but, do yourself a favor and quit living in the future to set yourself up for disappointment because it's not here yet. That's not who you are. That's not who you are yet. Okay? And stop going back in the past about what he did to you. He's not your boogeyman. And you want to fix the bullshit? You have got to have more loving thoughts about yourself, more loving affirmations for yourself, for them, for your love story. You are the beautiful creator. This card was originally love, not lovers. I don't know why it's not showing up the name, but this is the lovers card. And there is an art to love. You know, baking a good strawberry rhubarb or apple pie takes time. Got to grow that tree. Then let him disappear. Let him disappear for a while. You're right. You're right. It's not you. It's just all them. It is you. I don't understand why you don't understand. It's just science. That which you assume, what you continue to assume, has no choice but to show up. You have total control of this situation. Stop allowing him to sit in the director's chair. Stop allowing Capricorn to be the star of your movie. This person is just an extra added bonus. If I light this candle, which says Michael Travis Lee, it's not going to bring Travis home. The power behind the lighting of the candle is the feeling and the actions and the thoughts and the intention that go into lighting the candle that boosts, that makes it an extra added bonus. It's not the other way around. There's not anything outside of me, okay, to bring Travis home. Okay, Travis is either home with me or he's not home with me. He's either home with his mom or he's not home with his mom. He's either home with his wife or he's not home with his wife. Okay, he's either home with his family or he's not home with his family. He's either in the prison or he's not in the prison. I either believe in God or I don't believe in God. I either believe in you or I don't believe in you. You either believe in me or I don't believe. You either believe in Santa Claus or we don't believe in Santa Claus. Nothing really has a meaning until we give it a meaning. Not even time. Space. I believe that you've been good and patient to him. I've been good and patient to you too. And I need you to understand that you need to be good and patient to yourself. And if he wants to go off and not say shit for 2 weeks, let him. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I don't talk to my best friend for days. If a guy doesn't want a commitment, fine. Let him not have his commitment. As long as he's giving you the monogamy that you deserve sexually, or at least being honest with you about who he's having sex with, and that way you guys can have a healthy, happy, harmonious sex life without anybody getting sick or hurting one another. You know what I mean? You've got the power. So, yes, you found out in this reading he wants to have some kind of communication about, you wouldn't be thinking and feeling this if they weren't thinking and feeling it too. They love you. But I'm not the one that should have to prove it to you. Okay, I'm just the messenger, Spirit says. I'm just the messenger. So, what do you want? What do you want the next scene to be? You're the director. Give him his lines. What do you want him to say? He calls you up on the phone. What does he say? Okay. So please keep me updated, JD. I'm here for you. Sometimes you just gotta let it go. Just gotta let it go. So many times your cards have said, trust the process. Trust the process, Spirit says. The more that you're here now, serving what you want, it has no choice but to show up. Again and again and again. You might have to just spell it out for them. But, keep me updated. And you never know. You might find the one here in the chat. So many other people have. I don't know how, but it's been pretty amazing. Probably is worried about talking to you. Gregory probably is worried about talking to you, and that's why you can't sleep at night, because you're both up thinking about one another. I bet you 100% JD's person. I bet you 100% JD's person is definitely reflecting back to JD. I bet you JD and their person are always back and forth too. And I bet you they don't even realize it. I bet you JD will have a thought and JD's person will have a thought. I bet your person, Iman, will have a thought. I know it because I've seen it in my person. It will drive you absolutely batshit crazy. It will. That's why it's so important to stay serving the likeness of what it is that you want. I mean, how hard and difficult can it be to validate your feelings and your emotions? I mean, it's just like the lipstick thing I'm always talking about. JD, Iman, here's your lipstick, okay? I'm putting, you're putting your lipstick on, okay? Literally. I'm putting it on me so it's reflecting in the mirror. We'll say the camera's the mirror once again. I'm not going to fucking put it on I'm not going to try to put it on like this. That'd be ridiculous. So just like your feelings and thoughts are very validated, okay? You want Capricorn to obviously take the step, JD. It's already happened. You just can't be too attached to how it's all going to work out. You have to you have to calm yourself down and be like, it's going to be okay if it doesn't work out the way I want, because somehow, some way, it's going to work out so cool in the most amazing way I never imagined. And you let spirit deal with how to do that. And you just keep having fun. You just keep dancing the moonbeams. Yeah, that's why it's like you are what you eat. That's why your thoughts become things. You have to be careful with your thoughts. You can make people fall in love with your thoughts. Through songs and poetry and stories. You can make a man want to die because of your thoughts. Through even songs, poetries, and music and movies. So please be good to yourself with your thoughts, JD. There's no point in going around telling yourself, then you got to set yourself up for disappointment. I mean, I can't imagine how much that must be so painful. Just stop it. I'm going to teleport to your house to give you a spanking. I had a nice dream about God last night. And I'll be real honest, I was surprised that it showed me its face. What's your yes or no question, Iman? Can you type it out, please, so I can understand it? Have you heard from her or the dog or anything? Just curious. Oh, you want that to be your yes or no? Okay. What does Iman need to know about that spirit? Yep. So you got the Knight of Wands. It's like it's trying to say that. I always wonder if they want to. Communicate. They want to communicate about. It's not necessarily like they want to hit it and quit it in a talk to you in that Knight of Wands. Wands are about communication, believe it or not. Oh God, you haven't talked to her since she had her rant. Okay. I was hoping that she maybe at least came to her senses. It's probably best to just not. You're welcome, Iman. Knight of Wands is a good card to get. Tomorrow's her birthday. Oh boy. Yeah, it's probably not worth it. I mean, all that just seems like a lot of anxiety at the end of the day with her. Probably feel much better not talking to her at all. I mean, honestly, it's just been nothing but a drag with her, hasn't it been? Yeah, you don't need to deal with it. Oh, that doesn't feel good. It's definitely been a one-way street for a while, hasn't it? With her. I think she's always been like that. Bet you at one time she was the kind of person that would give you the shirt off her back. Oh dear, I just spilled like most of my drink and all that. Oops. Nope, you're right. You don't have to do anything for her. You're right. You're absolutely correct. Yeah. And stay forward, looking forward to that. Like I told JD earlier. Like I told him on, what's the next scene? What's it look like? And with Ileana, yeah, it's just too much. It's too much. It's way too much. You deserve better. That's why I'm just so sad for JD, because I feel like they're setting themselves up for disappointment, which is not what their tarot card reading was about at all. Nowhere did Spirit say set yourself up for disappointment because this person doesn't want to fix it. But what does it mean to want to fix it? What is the actual steps you have to take? It's either a lot or a little. You can get a lot further by doing as little as possible, to be quite honest, Metal Rain. When it comes to a lot of the things that we all go through, doing as little as possible. It's going to be, in regards to actions, it's going to be more like what's going on here and here. Honestly, it's kind of scary. Just a little bit. Yeah, because you believe it to be that way. And it's too much of a burden to have it any other way in your head. It's easier to turn your back on it than it is to continue to fight the negative Nancy, continue to fight the boogeyman. It's not worth it to you at the end of the day. Sometimes it doesn't matter how much you love a person. Excuse me, or like them, they have to want to get the help too, They have to also want to get the help. She doesn't want to get the help. That doesn't mean that you have to stick around while she's, making everybody's life a drag. I'll be right back. Great, dog hair everywhere. Be right back. I agree. I'm telling you, these Tylenol packets, acetaminophen, I think it's 300 milligrams. Oh wait, no, it looks like it's more like 500. Really effective. I don't know what it is about Tylenol. It's super effective for pain management. I don't know why. So do you want to do a free yes or no? On anything? Or get a reading? Yeah, I like the little packets compared to the pills. They work faster. Okay, you gotta think of a question. Okay. Okay, you think of a question, and I'll be here. Okay, let's find out. Spirit. Will Metal Rain meet anybody in Louisville? Do you mean romantically? Spirit says yes. However way you meant that. Yes, and that Wheel of Fortune. We will meet people. We will meet with others. So that should be something to look forward to. When do you leave? Oh, I gotta put this on mute.
We'll go from there.
All right, sounds good, girl.
I'm sure he's sleeping too.
Yeah, and your cards, the cards just say get a nap. You need to get a nap before you continue with him.
So I'm tired.
I'll send you all the pictures, everything you need to know about the cards.
Put some music on.
Hi, Sally.
All right, good night. I love you.
Good night, Sally.
Bye.
Bye.
Did she hear me?
Yes, honey, she heard you. Hey, Dollface, are you there, honey? How are you? I was just doing a private reading for Molly. She had a really nice reading. That was fun. Come back, Dollface. I'm going to be here all night. I don't want to be alone. That was so much fun to do a reading for Molly. So she went to go meet, a guy that she's been getting to know over the last couple of years. And they hit it off really well. Dad, I can read your mouth over here.
Okay.
So that was nice to hang out with her and do a reading. Are you working too? Are you working late tonight? Okay, cool. Yep, I'm just here cleaning my WTF files, cleaning up my desk, fixing the spirit box. I thought, well, if I'm going to be doing all this nerdy science shit, I'm going to have part of my Frenchie too. I'm going to have to also log in and see if anybody wants to hang out while I'm doing all my nerdy science shit. I figured I would just, make two birds live with one stone. I'm a necromancer after all. So funny. I used to play EverQuest with a whole bunch of people I'm still friends with online all these years later. And I think out of all of them, I was the only one that really became a necromancer who literally talks to the dead. So, my neighbors have taken a vacation. And there's no more prison dude living upstairs, and no one lives downstairs because they're renovating the apartment. So I'm going to finish recording my album this week while they're out of town, but it was so weird because I kept hearing creak. I could hear creak up there, and it just so creepy. And the lights were like flickering off. So now I know for certain, for sure, 120% that it does happen when no one's home. The lights will flicker, the floor will creak up there, which is our ceiling, and no one's there. And I know he doesn't have a Roomba. There's no way a Roomba is going up and down the stairs. There's no cat. There's no dog. He took his pets with him. And believe it or not, I'm actually pretty happy with the roommate that's been left over since the guy went to jail. The guy's a security guard who lives there now. His girlfriend just moved from Idaho. She's a home health caregiver, so that's something I have a lot in common with her. She's so sweet. I just like her so much. Hopefully I'll get to talk to my friend Ashley soon, see how she's doing. I figured I'd give her some time before we talked about her and prison dude. Let's just refer to him as prison dude. Will Tyrone's friends and family be accepting of me, us? Let's see what Spirit has to say. I'm going to get the Love Tarot for you, since it has to do with your love life. Spirit, what does she need to know about Tyrone's friends and family being accepting of her and them together? His daughter is close to your age. That's okay. Spirit, what does Dollface need to know about does Dollface need to know about Tyrone and her and the family liking her? So what you need to know about you and Tyrone and the family and friends liking you is that, yes, they will like you. And what they will like the most about you is that you have this, they'll see this light in you. You know, they'll like how quiet and calm and peaceful you are and how wise you seem. That's what they will like about you. You know, that you're not too loud, but you're just enough loud and mystery that, you know, that light shines through, and that's what they like about you. Okay. Good night, Daddy. I love you, Franken Dad. Good night.
I didn't tell you my dream, huh?
No, I told you my dream though.
Well, no. Maybe I will tell you tomorrow if I remember.
No, tell me it now while you're awake. You won't remember.
No.
What's it about? At least tell me one thing.
Huh?
At least tell me one thing that it's about.
What's your mother?
Oh, my mom? You dreamt about my mom? Really? Cool. Interesting. So he dreamt about my mom, and I dreamt about God last night. And I've had a lot of dreams about God, but never showed me its face until yesterday or last night when I was sleeping, or this morning when I was sleeping, before I woke up. I also found a nail polish. It looks terrible, but I also found a nail polish that doesn't make me break out. So I'm pretty excited about that because I love that dark red color. Well, I'm glad you dreamt about Mommy. Mommy, Mommy, Mommy. I don't like red, but I like that dark bloody red color. Revlon came out with Raven Red years ago, which is my favorite color, my favorite lipstick color, my favorite nail polish. And then Macy's came out with Vampire Red from Coco Chanel, which Madonna did this huge like promotion for when it came out. But it's pretty much the same color. It's that dark bloody red that I like. You do a couple of more coats and it will look somewhat black. And it's, I think it's Sally. No, it's not Sally. Is it Sally Hansen? Oh no, it's Mineral Fusion. And the color's called Heartthrob. So I've used Mineral Fusion makeup before many times. It's actually really nice makeup. Expensive but nice. Worth the money you pay for it. So I'm pretty happy with it. They didn't have black, so I since this is like, I would prefer this over black anyways, and prefer it over red. Yes, I'll be here for a while. I'm just trying to do some chores and fix some things in the house and finish up some projects. So I figured I would just do it on YouTube, see if anybody wanted to hang out or get a reading since I had the time to be online. Now, these scissors don't cut nothing. I'm going to have to find someone who sharpens things. That's not good.
Chicago J truck.
Ah.
The alarming.
I should have turned down my computer before that happened. It was quite a bombardment of anxiety. Never got more than 4 people in the chat at one time, so I couldn't give away a free reading today. Definitely looking forward to playing that this weekend when I get some time. You okay, Ruby? Wow. Didn't realize this was a magnet. I'm gonna write the rotel wrong. Hey, welcome back to the Chammy. Hey, Tiffany. Oh my God, is it your birthday? It's also Puppy Rooney's birthday. Hi, honey. I'm so glad I didn't miss you. It's been a few minutes. I'm so sorry, honey. I was just really into cleaning my desk right now. So happy it's your birthday. It is also Rooney's birthday. Happy birthday, sweetheart. I hope all your birthday wishes and dreams come true. Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you. I hope you've got some fun plans and some good buds. And if you don't have good buds, I hope you've got good drink. And I'll pull a card for you. Spirit, what does Tiffany need to know about her new year coming around the sun? Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. You may be coming into some beautiful gifts this year and some extra money too. In a good way. In a way that pleases you, okay? Not in a way that's going to be difficult. It might even be through gems or crystals, as there are gems and crystals on the board. Finally found some nail polish that doesn't make my skin feel weird. It's the first time in my life ever. So I might have to get some more colors so I can actually do some real artwork on my nails. It's called Mineral Fusion. Heartthrob is the color. I don't know where it went to. It's somewhere on this desk. There's all these potions and things on the desk. Here it is. And it's just the same thing as Revlon's Raven Red. But I can't wear this one because it breaks my skin. I'm like allergic to it. It's so sad. It's always been that way. Yeah, I like black is okay. Red is okay. I really like it. I like that darker red color and a couple of, coats of this. It's just like a couple of coats of this. It's got that really dark. It's like, it's not black, but it's not red. But it's not brown. Yeah, I just figured I'd come and hang out with anyone who might want to hang out. And there's a key to my heart. Maybe do a reading for them. Anybody needed a reading or anything? Because I only have had time to really get on late at night. So I figure, maybe why not while I'm working on stuff, just jump on tonight, see if anybody was around. I'll probably do the same thing tomorrow. Once I'm finished with my desk, I'll probably take a nap and then, wake up in the morning and start a live. See how long it can go. So I have something interesting to tell you. Let me turn this down for a moment. So the neighbors are not home upstairs. They're renovating the apartment downstairs. Nobody's really good this week. I'm finishing up recording my album actually this week. Hopefully I'll have it out by fall equinox. But many times living here, I would hear the ceiling creak. It would be like a footstep. The house would be too busy or there'd be too many people in it to really know if it was real or not. Like, is it just the house settling? Is it somebody? Is it a ghost? But today, and I know the guy doesn't have a room upstairs. So today I confirmed it that I did hear the creaking on the ceiling, which would be their floor upstairs. Lights flickering. It was pretty strange. I didn't get it on camera or anything, as I'm going to watch out for it throughout the week and see if I can get it on camera. But that was interesting. And then, so I've always wondered, is that someone walking? Is that a ghost? What's happening? But yeah, the house is definitely haunted. Definitely. So the neighbor has a bunch of ghost hunting equipment, and we're going to hopefully do some fun things together on the Chammy with Georgia Paranormal Investigators. I mean, who knew? Who knew? I think it's going to be a lot of fun. He said he has an SLS camera. He just is driving back now to Idaho to help his girlfriend move back here. She's a home caregiver, so that should be fun. She seems to be really nice. And I mean, yeah, fun to have just some like normal everyday people living in the house. Oh, I gotta find a place to properly recycle batteries. I got $1. Where that came from? So I must have been saving it for a rainy day. And it is certainly pouring. I'm kidding. I was kind of hoping to find the wire. That's really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the wire I need for the spirit box. Hoping I can get it back on. If not, I'll go ahead and order a new one. If I can't find the wire I need. Although I have plenty of this wire that I need to fix the spirit box, and I just realized I needed the wire. So I started looking for it today. You've been losing your mind recently? Join the club. wrote Travis a 29-page letter to his mother to send to the legal team so that hopefully they can read it to him. But I never know because I don't know where he is, so that's been quite depressing. Hopefully I'll know more soon. Because I can't just write one page to anybody. I have to write like 30 pages. But yeah, finally the dogs stopped trying to kill each other, so I kind of have chilled out on losing my mind. But things have gotten a lot better around here, especially with that whole situation upstairs being finally settled. Yes, praying for the best for you too, Tiffany. Oh my God, that's a huge roach. Hey, Anelia, how are you? I have to get that motherfucker and get it out of my house. It's like the size of my face. I'm gonna go get the tube. Mommy. I am so freaked out. I wonder where it's gone. I'm not happy about this. I guess I'll just chill out with my trusty tube until the roach decides to show its face. Well, I'm never going to sleep again unless I catch this bug and put it outside. I hope you're doing better. This card. But yeah, I've been good, Anelia. I'm glad to hear you've been doing good, honey. Just trying to find this. I'm like in an endless drawer of wires, trying to find the right wire to fix the spirit box. So I realized I need another wire to fix it. So I figured, why not, come hang out with y'all on YouTube while I'm trying to figure out how to fix my spirit box. Man, a drawer full of wires and I cannot find the wire I'm looking for. It's depressing. Shift fire and fall back in it. Pardon my French YouTube. I have no wire here. That's depressing. So that just means that the wire is going to be, I keep all my electronic building stuff, noodling stuff, or maybe in some of the more smaller boxes. Fudge. That's a miracle. Thank goodness for miracles. God, I love this song. Okay, I'll be right back. I need to take a 5-minute break. Ruby dooby dooby doo. Such a good girl. Oh, fail. My flamingo lighter doesn't work anymore. Ah, crap. All right, you guys. Good night.